What's up, guys? In today's video I'm gonna make an outdoor shower using Aquor's new hot and cold hydrants. They're not widely available yet. Widely. They're not widely available yet, but I got my hands on one. They are a local company, so that's probably what made it happen. So what we're gonna do is on the back of the house here, I'm gonna attach it and then get the excavator involved to dig a hole for some drainage. And yeah, let's see how that goes. So here's what I've done so far. I went over to the rock supply store called Vern Topsoil, got 7/8 drainage rock. So we're gonna go ahead and take the excavator, dig a hole, fill the hole with those rocks so that we will have a good drainage. There's the excavator. It is warming up, and yeah, we should be going here pretty soon. So that worked out pretty well. Got a hole, I don't know, like 18 inches deep. I'm gonna back the car or the trailer up right here and then see if we can just fill this by hand. Maybe make a frame on top to keep the rocks from spreading. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. So I found some of these pavers laying around, grabbed some of those, and I'm gonna put those up for this temporary shower. So you'll see what I've done here. Made a bit of a frame out of it. Try to keep most of the rocks on the inside there. Now I'm gonna backfill around the outside here and on the outside, and then get some more rocks for the middle. Then we'll attach the hydrant here and a shower holder up there. I am now pretty much done here with the base. So I dug my hole too deep, so that's why there's some smaller rocks on top. I just stole some from around the property here. And next, so I'm going to do the plumbing, and I'll go into the house and do that. There's going to be one more board right on the bottom here. I just wanted to have somewhat more light when I'm under there, so I'm waiting to install that one. Here are the first components I'll be installing today. So I'll be installing it in this area right here. There's a piece of metal going behind here, so I gotta avoid that. I took some scrap 1x6 rough cut cedar from the property here. I'll be installing that here and then screwing the hydrant into that. Took some of the flashing on top here and just cut it and bent it just to practice. I saw some guys on the Build Show Network do that, so that seems to be a good idea. We'll put that right here. I'm not sure if I'm going to put it in the middle or maybe a little bit off to the side. That way the hose can come off to the side and go straight out the middle. But we'll figure that out. The whole thing came with a template, so I'll put that on top of the mounting plate once I have it mounted. And then it also came with these stainless steel screws. Those will be going through, I believe, this black plate. So I have to take the cover plate off first. I'm not sure if it came with a tool. If it did, I have lost it, but I have more. So we'll get that situated. All right, next, our first thing, mount this, drill the hole. Got that set up, and then we'll take it from there. Now that I cut it out, I went ahead and placed the template over the top, and attach the screws in those holes. I'm going to just screw them in a little bit to mark them, and then we'll go ahead and attach the hydrant. I ran into a small issue here. So because this plate that you mount it to has an angle to it so that it's going to automatically drain out, I should have also cut the hole, when I cut this hole, at an angle so that this will fit in there. Since it's pretty deep, I have 2 layers of cedar here. I'm running into the top of the back here. So yep, if I just went ahead and drilled it at that angle, it would have been fine. So to remedy that, what I'm going to do is take off this plate, move it down just a little bit so that this bottom lip here will line up, or so that it will be a little bit more space on the back so I can get an angle. We'll see if that will take care of it. Now we'll see if this works better. So if we were to put that a little lower, like so, let's just temporarily put it there. Would this fit? That will do it. Okay, so let's tack that in place. Should have brought more than one battery out here. Let's see if it's fairly level. Absolutely not. I'm just going to leave it in so that we know that it works in this position. All right, that is level. And forgot to turn the tool on. There you go. All right, that will hold it for now. I'll throw some screws on from the back later on. Now for the last bit on this side is we'll attach that cap. Put it in there to make it easier to mount it. Snap it into the back here. Again, this is optional. If you don't like it, take it off. Put it in there. Grab a couple of screws. Nice stainless steel hardware. This one partially in. There we go. Throw that on there. And we're done here. Let's go underneath and do some PEX plumbing. Next up is the plumbing under the house. Here's what we need to do that. I'm going to do the plumbing with PEX A. So PEX A, you need these sleeves to go over the end, and you expand it using an expansion tool. I'm going to be under the house. I got 2 lanterns, and then once it's all done, then we'll insulate them so they don't freeze, and also so that the hot water keeps the hot a little longer. So we're going to crawl under here into this horrible crawl space and get it done. I'll show you more under there. Okay, here we are in this hellhole I call crawl spaces. So over there is where we're going to connect to. And here are the stub outs that I made when we connected the hot water and new hot water tank. So you can see cold is blue, hot is red, and we're gonna match that up. I will This is really tight in here, so I'll just make an explanation on how to do this when we get outside. All right, now I'm in a slightly better place. Still sucks. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these a little long, but not too long, and just enough to where I can strap them up here later after I put insulation on them. So around here, pull it back. Got this Husky. It's really nice for cutting pipe. I'll do one at a time. Go ahead and just cut that off. Cut it square. And the next one. All right, now that's done. Actually, I can get rid of that tool now. Then we'll take these sleeves, one for each. Put it at the end of them. They have to go all the way down. That's why it's important that you cut them square. Another one all the way down. And again, this is for PEX A, not PEX B. So on the back of the hydrant, you have PEX connections. I took the red one off, which indicates cold, no, hot, I hope. I don't know why the other one is black, but it is. So let's make sure we don't, well, actually I do have to cross them. So we'll go red in here and then blue over here on the black one. So I got my expander. It expands and then rotates and then expands again, and you go until it's all the way at the end, and then you shove it up against here before it shrinks back on itself. Here we go. And maybe one more. There we go. Put it on there and hold it for it to shrink a bit. If this was in Florida or somewhere nice and hot, this would shrink very quickly. Out here in Pacific Northwest on the day after Halloween, it's gonna take a little bit longer. So don't charge it with water right away. Now for the cold. We'll do one more. There you go. And shove it on. You can't see that, but just trust me, they are on there. And red is already tight, blue is tight. So I have those shut-off valves over there. I'm going to go ahead and charge the line and make sure that there's no leaks. If there are no leaks, next is to insulate the pipe. And then after we've done that, then we'll strap it all up. All right, wish me luck. Insulation is now complete. For the shower head itself, I went ahead and got this Moen shower head, and then I got an adapter at Home Depot right here, which will allow you to attach a shower onto a garden faucet, just a regular garden hose. So we're gonna attach that there, then mount this head up as high as it can go. I'm 6'2", so I want to get it high. And then we'll have one down a little bit further down for the kids. I went ahead and charged the hot and cold water back behind here. So no leaks. I have tried it out already. It works, but I had it on time lapse. So let's check it out. Let's see, how do you do that again? Like that. Make the connection. Then you have an on off right here. Let's see. There you go. So that works well. Then you go hot. And that is nice and warm. Go the other side. Cold. Oh yeah, baby. Okay, and then to turn it off, if it's just temporary, you're soaping up or whatever, you just turn it off right there. If you're walking away from it though, and it's any chance that it'll be freezing, you want to go ahead and disconnect, because remember, it has an angle down so that it will drain. And here you go. And there it drains. Once it's drained, now if this was inside of a regular wall, then this would be, you know, protected now so that it won't freeze. I'll actually have to insulate it. And then during the winter time, I'll go ahead and shut it off a little further back. All right, next, gotta find a way or a place to mount the shower head. After I took my first shower, I realized that I need a path to get in here. So what I did was I had some scrap 4x4s from the past, and then I have all these cedars that are not perfect. They can't be used for siding except for, you know, if I was to cut it off. So instead, I'm going to use them for a deck right here. So that's what I've done. I've put a laser here, measured down to distance that would work from here all the way to over there. It was 16 inches. And then now I'm going to just line them up so they're perfectly straight, and then make a deck. The deck is pretty much done. Just gonna use the router to make the edges a little nicer. But I wasn't even done when this guy came out and decided to take a bath. Hey Charlie, say hi. So that wraps it up. Super happy about the way the hydrant worked out. We'll definitely be using a lot more of those Aquor's wall hydrants in the future. Both hot and cold. I really like that for both washing cars and for outdoor showers, filling up kids' bath pools and all that kind of stuff. But also just the regular cold ones. So we'll be setting up for both. Next video coming out will be on installing a hybrid hot water heater that has a heat pump on top, makes it super energy efficient. I hope you liked the video. If so, please give it a thumbs up, follow, you know, the whole like and subscribe thing, hit the bell for notifications, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.